Welcome back to Summit Valley Sports, where we give some of the best MMA breakdowns and MMA predictions. This week we got UFC Sacramento, but before we get into this card, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and share. Really helps out the algorithm. Also, if you guys are interested, I sell the two different design shirts. Really helps out the brand. You guys could DM me if you guys are interested, or I'll leave a link in the description down below. But let's get straight into UFC Sacramento. We got amazing matchups and some amazing fights. I can't wait to see. All right, for the first fight, we got Chanel Dyer versus Elise Reed. Give me Chanel Dyer. Her kickboxing is really, really good. I love her kicks. I can't wait to see that body kick. Chanel Dyer, she really hits hard for the female division. I really like her movement. She is she is really good boxing in general. Instead of just her kicks, I really like her hands. She has amazing volume, and I think she gets to Elise Reed in this first fight to start off UFC Sacramento. So let's move on to the second fight. We got Jackson McVeigh versus Wes Schultz. Give me Jackson McVeigh in this fight. I think the elbows are going to play a huge factor. I don't think Wes Schultz likes to be hit in general. And I'm not talking down on Wes Schultz, but I don't think he's UFC caliber right now. I think Jackson McVeigh is going to apply a lot of pressure and get to Wes Schultz and possibly find that finish. So give me Jackson McVeigh for this fight. All right, moving on. I really like this fight. We got Gage Young versus Stan Dorsonville. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But give me the underdog. Give me Stan. I really liked this kid's tape. I know he's only 5-0. I know Gage Young has the UFC experience over him, but I could really see Stan getting the job done. He has amazing pressure, and I really like his boxing. He has amazing volume. His hands are quick. He has very good power. He also, I really like his level changes. He mixes in his wrestling, and he's pretty good at the wrestling department. I'm not sure if Gage Young is going to be able to defend it or not. We've seen it before. Gage Young pretty good at the defense or wrestling defense against Quinlan Solkill in the Contender Series and his most recent fight, Thiago Moises. But yeah, I think Stan finds it done. I really like his pressure. I don't think he's going to let Gage get his volume off too much. And also, Stan has the bigger reach. So, yeah, give me Stan to get it done. Give me I think he gets it done in his UFC debut. All right, moving on. I really like this fight. I really like this fighter. Mauricio Barboza versus Ryan Coos. I really liked Ryan Coos. He looked really good in his tape. Same like I said with Stan. He mixes in the wrestling. He has good boxing. I just think Mauricio Barboza is going to be way too much. Barboza's here for a reason. We've seen him since the Contender Series. This kid's going to be really good. If Kuz can get Barboza down, maybe he can find a finish. But I think Barboza just hits way too hard, and he's going to possibly get a finish. We'll come back to that fight. All right, moving on. We got Nasrat Hakparas versus Chris Padilla. Give me Chris Padilla. Hakparas, he took a huge shot his last fight. I know it's been almost a year. I think it's been exactly 10 months. But I think Chris Padilla just has that pressure. He's not going to let Hakparas keep his distance. And I think those elbows, Chris Padilla's elbows are absolutely insane. And I kind of like his level changes for the wrestling. I know I keep saying that for the last few fighters, but you got to be an all-around MMA fighter if you're going to be good in this sport, especially the UFC. So, give me Chris Padilla. I think he gets the job done this weekend. All right, moving on. We got Shamil Ghazi versus Kennedy Nchukwu. Give me Nchukwu. I think Nchukwu is he's very big for this division, very long. I know he can't take shots well, but I don't think Ghazi is this UFC caliber. I don't think he's going to be able to hit Kennedy. especially as hard. Kennedy is very good at keeping the distance, and I think he's going to be very, very lethal with those body shots to the Gaziv, and I think he gets the job done. I think he finds a finish in this fight. All right, moving on. This is an amazing fight. We got Jamal Emmers versus Larion Douglas. Give me Larion Douglas. Give me the Brazilian cowboy. Um, this kid's very, very good, very experienced. I know Jamal Emmers is very experienced. He has 30 fights combined, and he's been in the UFC way longer. I just don't think Jamal Emmers is going to be able to get that wrestling going, and I think that's going to be a problem once he gets hit by Larion Douglas. So give me Larion Douglas in this fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, though. All right, moving on. This is a cool Anthony Wint already back for the UFC debut. Just came off the Dana White's Contender Series. He's versus Terrence Chapman. Give me Anthony Wint. This dude is absolutely insane. If you didn't watch his Dana White's Contender Series, make sure go watch that. That's a 30-second video. I know you guys got time for that. But yeah, I think he gets it done against Terrence Chapman. I didn't see too much on the Chapman's tape. I know his last fight, he has very hard kicks. He got actually a finish from the leg kicks. So I guess Anthony Wynn's going to have to at least take that into consideration and watch out for the leg kicks. But I think he gets the wrestling going in this fight, to be honest. All right, moving on. We got Carly Judice versus Jalissa Chavez. I'm really looking forward to this fight. This is some kind of high-level women's fighting right here. Speaking of women's, oh my gosh, Natalia Silva got announced versus Valentina Shevchenko, and at UFC. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it's UFC 333 at Utah. I can't wait to see my girl fight. I've been saying this. Natalia is the one. She's the future champ. Someone clip this and send it to Natalia. I really hope. I know she's gonna win. I know she's the champ. I can't wait to see that fight. Shout out Natalia. All right, we got way off topic. Give me Carly Judice versus Jalissa Chavez, though. I think this is going to be a great kickboxing match. I think Chavez is going to look for the takedowns, but I think she's going to have a very hard time getting Judice down to the ground. There's going to be some clinch work, I'm sure, and I favor Judice in that department as well. I think she's going to have the elbows at the end of the clinch, and then look out for those knees when it gets into the clinch as well. Chavez is no joke, though. She's kickboxed before, but I think Carly Judice just has the more experience and hits way harder, way quicker. So yeah, give me Carly in this fight. All right, moving on. We're kind of flying through these. All right, we got Markel Maderos, the Valley Boy, versus Mason Jones. Jonesy has to go with Jones. I got Mason Jones in this fight. This dude's just a dog. I mean, he'll take one and give three. He gets hit once and he'll hit you 4 or 5 times. Just a straight dog. I like his wrestling. I like his boxing is absolutely insane, and his chin is made of steel. It's absolutely insane. He needs to be studied. Markel Maderos, though, he's no joke. He's no slouch. This kid's very good, training from the MMA lab. His boxing is very, very good. His wrestling defense is very good, but I think Mason Jones, his pressure is going to be too much. Him mixing in the boxing, I think he's going to be able to get down the takedowns as well. So, yeah, give me Mason Jones in this fight. I think it goes to the decision. Maderos is definitely going to have – watch out for the cardio, too, in Maderos. I could see Mason possibly getting a late round finish, but I'm still predicting it to go to decision. I would not be surprised, though, late round, like round 3 KO. All right, moving on. This is an amazing fight. We got RDR, Rainer de Ritter versus Roman Dolidze. Give me RDR. I think he's gonna get that. I think he's going to get the job done in the clinch work. Roman Dolidze, he's getting up there in age. He's been in some wars. I think RDR is just, he's going to be way too powerful, way too big for this division. I think it's perfect that he moved up. I think the weight cut was way too much for him. I think 205 is going to be the permanent home for him. So, yeah, give me RDR in this fight pretty confidently. Moving on. We got Sergey Spivak versus Vitor Petrino. This is, I've been going back and forth with this fight. Let me know in the comments down below who you guys have in this fight. Vitor Petrino hits like a truck. He has a pretty good resume. He's up and coming in the heavyweight division. He used to be a light heavyweight, so he's a smaller heavyweight. He's very athletic. He has very good jiu-jitsu. But I think he's going to have to look out for that wrestling against Spivak. Spivak has fought the who's who. He's fought. Well, let's see his last 5 fights. Sorry about that. He won against Ante Delije. He lost against Waldo Cortez Acosta, Valley Boy. He lost against Jailton Almeida. He beat Marcin Tybura, but who hasn't at this point? That dude's like 42 years old. He lost to Cyril Gahn, the champ. And then here's when he was on a little win streak, but I mean, it was against the kind of bad people, to be honest. Greg Hardy, Augusto Sakaya, Derek Lewis, who's getting up there in age, like I said, who hasn't beat him. That's no offense to Derek Lewis. He's just getting up there. I mean, Father Time's undefeated. But yeah, I think I have to go Petrino in this fight. Give me Vitor Petrino. I could be completely wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Sergey gets the wrestling going and just kind of wrestles him until decision. But yeah, give me Vitor Petrino in this fight. Not confidently, though. All right, moving on. We got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, the main event. I can't wait for this. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez versus Gregory Rodriguez. You got to look out. Rodriguez is on a hot streak right now. He's fought very good competition. So is Fluffy, though. He just fought the current champ not too long ago. I think that was his last fight, actually. Let me see. Yeah, that was his last fight in February, right before Sean Strickland took the belt from Chimaev. So, yeah. Give me Fluffy, though, in this fight. I think he gets the wrestling going. I think he gets it. I think Rodriguez is going to... I think he's a one-rounder bust in this fight. So if he doesn't get an early finish, look for Fluffy to eventually take over in the fight. I think the wrestling and the pressure is just going to be too much for Rodriguez. Fluffy can take a punch, but he has been finished. Let me see if anyone's knocked him out before. I was just on his page, too. Let me see. All right, he's been knocked out twice. Let's see by who. So, last one was Sean Strickland. That was round 3. And then Kevin Holland, knee to the body. Oh, yeah. Kevin Holland. Okay. I kind of remember that fight. Yeah. I think the pressure and the wrestling is going to be too much for Rodriguez in this fight. So, give me Fluffy Hernandez. All right. Like always in the prediction videos, I'm going to be going over the picks, and then I'll go over the banger alert of the week and the knockout alert of the week. All right, so let's see. So banger alert of the week, we'll do Markel Maderos versus Mason Jones. I think that's going to be a banger. Absolutely amazing fight. Matchmakers did fantastic with this fight. Let's move on. Knockout alert of the week. Let's go with the easy one. Shamil Ghazi versus Kennedy Njoku. Yeah, I could do that one. Yeah, let's do knockout alert of the week. Let's do Shamil Ghazi versus Kennedy Njoku. No matter what, I think someone's going to find the finish in that fight. I know that's probably the easy one. I was going to pick Jamal Emmers versus Larion Douglas, but I could see that going back and forth. That could be a banger alert of the week a little bit. honorable mention right there. But yeah, knockout alert of the week is going to be the Gazi versus Njoku fight. Alrighty, moving on to let's just go over the picks and head out of here. All right, for the first fight, we got Chanel Dyer, we got Jackson McVeigh, Stan Dorsonville, Mauricio Barboza, Chris Padilla, Kennedy Njoku, Larion Douglas, Anthony Wint, Carly Judice, Mason Jones, RDR. Sorry about that. I'm trying to remember the co-main event. It's not loading now. Oh wow, this is hilarious. All right, one sec. Co-main. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, co-main. We went with Vitor Petrino and then Fluffy Hernandez for the main event. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Sorry for the little annoying voice. Still got a little sickness going on. I mean, I'm better, but I still can hear it. It's funny. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. Hope you guys enjoy UFC Sacramento. Can't wait for UFC Noche. Just got news. I don't know if you guys saw Yair Rodriguez just pulled out of the Gene Silva main event for UFC Noche. I think I just seen that Jose Delgado from the Valley is gonna be stepping in on short notice. Shout out Jose Delgado. Someone clip this and send that to him too. You got balls, kid. You're stepping in on short notice against a dangerous Gene Silva. Huge step up in competition, but I think he has the skills to keep up with Gene Silva. Jose Delgado cannot be slept on. He's very, very good. We talked about all around MMA fighter. That's what Jose Delgado is. But yeah, that's going to be a striking war right there. Gene Silva versus Jose Delgado. I can't wait for that. Hope to see you guys, some of you guys there at UFC Noche. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys Sunday for the UFC reactions. Sorry I didn't get to post the last week. Just dealing with a lot of crazy schedule. Been working overtime at my other job, so just trying to squeeze in as much content as I can. Sorry if I'm not staying super consistent, but I need to get that podcast going. I keep saying that as well. Let me know in the comments if you guys can help in any way. I'll take any recommendations for anything. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Stay blessed. Enjoy your week. Peace.